Welcome to the Making Plays Convo with me, J1, head of hip hop for Pandora. This is the place you find out the plays your favorite artists, influencers, and moguls are making and how they do it. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you don't miss out on any exclusive content.
What's going on, man?
Hey, man, it's beautiful, man. I appreciate you for coming over, man. You know what I mean?
Nah, I appreciate you having me. It's different being on this side, but I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it do what it do.
Sorry. I'm on my phone tripping today.
Nah, all good, man. Well, welcome to the Making Plays Convo. Since I'm on your live, let me properly introduce myself. My name is J1. I'm the head of hip hop programming for Pandora Music. So the Making Plays Convo, we just gonna be talking about all the great plays that you've been making throughout your career and how you made them. But I always want to start out asking how you and your people doing, especially during these times.
It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, we have adapted. You know, I have a 7-year-old daughter and a 17-year-old son. So they're helping me out a lot. You know, I'm learning things like even right now with the live. My son helps me with it. My daughter helps me with it. So we're having a good time, man. We're learning and they're teaching me and I'm teaching them as much as we can, you know?
That's dope. So were you doing the homeschooling thing when school was in session?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, big ups to, you know, my girl, because man, them kids, that homework is correct. It's totally different from what we know. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's because, you know, we're teaching them, oh wait, it take us 3 steps in all our homework. You know what I mean? For them, they're doing it in 1 step. So we have to learn that step to even teach them. But you know, it's like working backwards. When you start teaching kids the 3-step method, then it's like, no, Daddy, that's taking too long. So it's really it is.
What type of teacher were you? Were you the lenient teacher, or were you the one that was not playing around and wouldn't let the kids get no bathroom breaks and stuff?
Nah, man, you gotta be lenient, man. You know what I'm saying? But you can't be that hard head, bro. You know what I mean?
Right. Nah, no doubt, man. Well, you've been making plays for a minute. I mean, 3 platinum selling albums, Grammy Award winner, and then you just dropped an incredible project today, Can We Fall in Love? That's your 9th studio album, right?
Indeed, man. Thanks so much for everybody out there. And you know, from your platform, I've been streamed 1.8 billion times. So hey, I am humbled. I am truly humbled, bro.
You are definitely running the numbers up on Pandora. I will give you that, man. I will give you that. But what were you working on before things started kind of shutting down in this year?
Well, it's basically the album. You know what I mean? I was making sure I was doing like final touches on the album, and it came off really, really good because I didn't make it about me. I made it about the people. You know what I'm saying? The process was fun because it was like, yo, I'm pulling from different areas, trying to put a masterpiece together. And I was blessed so to do that with my man Travis Sales, T Sales.
Yeah.
At T Sales, please. The man is unbelievable. You know, he's a young man, but he has an old soul, and he brings across R&B, the vibe of R&B. You know what I mean? Just around him, he has that old vibe, and you know, he do a lot of pop music as well. So he's just well-rounded, man. A very good guy too.
Nah, no doubt, man. So have you had to adjust your lifestyle or the way you move around due to everything that's happened due to the pandemic and kind of being like shut in and everything? Even though states are opening back up, we still can't really move around like that.
Yeah, you know, it's just really weird, man. You know, you're trying to get everything done. You know, you got to go out to shop for the family. You got to do certain things. And, you know, you need help in a lot of ways, man. You know, the kids, you know, they're restless. They want to go out. They want to play. And I'm seeing now, I think it's some more states that's shutting down again.
Yeah.
So going back into the lock-in. So it's a different time for us, man.
Yeah.
You know, and people got to understand that we are a generation, and we are a people of transition.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Every era, you know, it's always going to be a transition. And so, you know, I was telling my son the other day. He asked me about 8-tracks. I said, well, your grandmama, she used to play 8-tracks. I said, we played cassette tapes and CDs.
Yeah.
Now it's this whole virtual world. So we transition very well, but we just got to accept that.
Yeah.
And we got to continue to move forward.
I think the thing that tripped people out is it happened so quickly. You
Yeah,
know, usually these transitions, they happen over a period of time, but this,
that's true.
it was just like the world got turned upside down within a matter of days and weeks and stuff. But you're right. We are people that are used to transition, and we're going to get through this as well. So real quick, let's talk about this incredible project that you dropped today, man. Can We Fall in Love? It's got some good baby making quarantine music on there, that feel good R&B. How long were you working on this project?
You know what? It just took me a couple, about probably a month, to be honest. I write, I write kind of quick, so once me and my homeboy Travis got locked in the studio, it was a wrap, man. We already knew, but we didn't go in with a game plan. We went in with just, with the studio and ourselves, just letting it organically happen.
Okay.
The whole vibe. So that's why, I tell everybody, especially when you get up in the, in the 20-year bracket and all, you can't go with a game plan.
Right.
Your game plan is got to be out the window. You just got to go in there and vibe and come up with great music. And that's what we did. And I appreciate everybody for accepting it and loving R&B for what it is, man, because it's a great, great thing to have right now, especially because everybody's at home and they need that love aspect.
They definitely do. They definitely do. And the numbers back up exactly what you're saying. When the pandemic started, we saw an actual increase in R&B streaming during this time. So people needed that feeling that R&B creates. So some of the standout songs for me were You Don't Love Me No More, the first track. I thought that was tough. Then Can We Fall in Love?
Thank you, man.
And All in My Head.
Oh, yeah.
Those were the three. Like I said, the project from start to finish is incredible, but those were the three that stood out to me. Is there any particular track or tracks that really have that special meaning for you?
Well, all of them, because, again, I try to do music in moments. You feel what I'm saying? You could tell me something off record. I try to create a moment about it. You feel what I'm saying? It's hard for me to call it my baby, like certain records, because it's all moments. Like You Don't Love Me No More, that's just arguing with your girl. And like, trying to figure out what am I here for? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't understand it no more. So do you love me? I don't think you love me no more. So, that's just a conversation. It's not an argument, but it's a conversation. Yeah. And then you talk about, can we make love? Can we fall in love? Again, what are we doing here? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I know we made love, but making love don't do nothing but make babies. And if we don't plan to stay together, now we're making a mess. So, so we got to also understand, man, there's different levels to everything in life. And it's okay to talk about them. It's okay to be vulnerable in certain situations. So that's what that's how I bring it across, man.
And you've always done that throughout your career. I remember when Separated first came out. It's almost 20 years ago. Can you believe that? And every radio station was playing it. It was on heavy rotation on every video channel when they were playing videos very heavy back in the day. And even today, the song is timeless, man.
Thank you.
When you wrote that song and created it back then, did you ever think it was going to be as big and timeless as it is?
Okay, I'm gonna give you the backstory on that song.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, Separated was not a song. It was a poem that I wrote to myself. You know what I mean? Because I got my heart broke. But I just wanted that heart, that feeling, that pain to leave me. The only way I knew was to write it down. And then my manager at the time was like, yo, bro, you need to put some music to this. And I said, yo, don't nobody want to hear my growing pains. He said, no, that's exactly what they want to hear. Yeah. So when I put it out, it was like I was sketchy because, you know what, everybody had love music out. So I was sketchy. I'm like, wow, I'm taking a different direction. Yeah. But soon as I put it out, man, it was like a coat of people, just a coat like, yo, this is exactly what we need. This is what we're going through in our relationship every day. Yeah. So it showed me right there, people don't want to live in a fairy tale.
That's right.
They want to deal with issues for real. You know what I mean? So that's what really showed me how to write songs. You know, songs that matter. And also, I want to say to everybody, right now on R&B charts, we are in the R&B sales charts right now. We are number 3, but we want to be number 1.
Let's run them numbers up.
R&B, please, everybody out there, tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your greasy grandpappy. You dig? Because we want to be number 1 right now in R&B, y'all. You feel me? Let's do it.
No, we gotta make that happen. We definitely gotta make that happen. So prior to that, you talked about like you wrote something that cut through and that people needed to hear, especially because it was different and you were going against the mold. Prior to that, what were some of your like challenges as far as getting your career like started and really taking off?
Well, one of my main challenges was, not trying to be like other artists. But that was a challenge because everybody said, "Yo, you sound a little bit like Kales," and you know what I'm saying. So, like, wow, how can I get around this? So my whole thing was, I knew I couldn't change my voice. So what I did was I just continuously banged out music. You know what I'm saying? Continue to put music out because Kales at that point was the top of R&B, really top of music, period.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, I'm not here to compete. I'm just here to stay. I'm here to last. You feel what I'm saying? So my whole point was just continuously putting music out so they didn't forget about me. So I did that for a couple years. And then I said, man, well, maybe, I don't know if the love is there anymore. You know what I mean? Because it's expect for Avant to have a record out. You feel me? Yeah. So I said, let me fall back, man, and wait a couple years and see if they feel the vibe. And I've been getting people hitting me like, yo, man, we need something from you, man.
That's real.
We need music from you, bro. It's like you basically helped me get through certain situations. So I was like, okay, I see the love, I feel the love. And I took a 5 years off. So I said, I definitely have something to talk about, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a writer. So I got a lot to talk about. So it was kind of lightweight. I ain't gonna say easy. I don't want anybody to, it's true that it's not easy, but it came natural to me.
Right.
To this album.
You just had to find your niche and find your lane.
It was just more of finding the love.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Because of course R&B has transitioned and changed. But I didn't want to come out sounding like nobody.
Right.
People probably won't even believe me when I say I don't listen to the radio, bro. I mean, I don't. And then it's crazy. My son, he got, it's his artist he listened to. I might listen to it from a distance. You know what I'm saying?
Why is that?
Because some of the greatest records was not listened to from the radio. Basically. Think about Marvin Gaye, what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody doing that records, man. We're nobody doing that on the radio. Yeah. So sometimes you need to refresh. You need to refresh and understand that when you have a career like mine, that has stood for 20 years, you have to pull yourself back. You know what I'm saying? And live in the Avant world for a minute. Yeah. You know what I mean? Create a new Avant sound. You feel me? And I think that, sometimes when you're listening to a lot of different artists, you say, well, maybe I need to switch and go this way or go that way. And then you get confused. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's like out here having different women. Yeah. You know what I mean? When you're allowed to do so, you like, yo, I want some of this, I want some of that. Right. And after a while, you know what I mean? All of it becomes one big mush. Yeah. So, a lot of times we just need to fall back and be creative and, come out with a great project yourself.
Man, that's so real. And the reality of the situation is, with streaming being as prominent as it is, people could go and hear the type of music that they want. So it's like you don't have to switch your stuff up, like you said, for whatever radio is playing or whatever seems to be the trend at the time, because there's always going to be that audience that's like, I want to hear this, and we live in an on-demand society, and they can go hear exactly what they want to hear. So if they want to hear that Avant sound or get that Avant experience, they can do that with streaming. So with that being said, what advice would you give for up and coming like R&B singers? Because we've noticed, especially now, it's hard to break an R&B artist. Hip hop guys, they pop off like this, but
Yeah.
R&B artists, it's just it takes time.
Well, what I would say to the true R&B artists out there, be true to yourself, man.
Mm-hmm.
Understand this. I don't work. I don't have to work a job because I love what I do. It's not a job.
Right.
But if you're doing R&B that you don't agree with or you don't like, then it feels like a job.
Mm.
And you don't want to be that. You don't want to be in that position. I don't care if it's a hit record. It's a lot of people that have hit records out here and they hate the record that they're singing.
That's real.
It's really not their style. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't want to get caught up in that. Okay, wow, that was a big record. Oh my God, that's who I. Because a lot of people have big records, but then they want to switch around and do their style, and the people are not accepted from their style. They, because once you get an audience, they want to hear exactly what they bought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I never try to, veer too far away from who I am as an artist. And I'm fine. As long as I'm fine with myself, then I'm good. I can accept anything else.
Yeah. No, absolutely, man. That's sound advice right there. What does the rest of 2020 look like for you?
Well, right now it's quarantine.
Yeah.
But we thinking about 21 maybe having a big tour going around. That would be wonderful. But right now, my main focus is being number one on the R&B charts, baby, at the album.
Yeah,
So
we got to run that up.
Everybody out there, that is my main goal right now. Number one. I love y'all, and y'all know I put my heart and soul into this. It's all about you guys right now. I gave it to you. It's all about you.
No, it's an incredible project. So I'm going to wrap it up on this last question. And I actually have a surprise for you, too, after this last question. So obviously 2020 has been a challenging year, but it's also been a year of self-reflection because or learned about, just life in general during this time.
Run that back again. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, no, it's all good. I was just saying, obviously 2020 has been a wild year, but it's also been a year of self-reflection because we haven't been able to move around a lot. There's not a lot of distractions out there. So we can kind of, self-reflect and everything like that. Is there anything that you kind of realized about yourself or just life in general during this time?
Well, I thank God, man, for real. I thank God for us being able to transition. You know what I mean? We can adapt to anything. What I'm saying to everyone is understand what's going on right now. We all have been laid off of our job, okay? Really, it wasn't our job anyway. Because you cannot be laid off of your job. When you lose that job, you got to understand that they're just using you to benefit themselves. We have to create our own space and our own jobs so that we can't be laid off right now. Because guess what? Like you said, it hit us like a ton of bricks. We thought, oh man, we good. To go away, you know what I mean? We'd be back at work in about a week. But guess what? We're not back at work. Now we're trying to find out what we're going to do for the next, not just the next week, tomorrow. We're trying to figure this thing out. So now that we got a fresh over, whatever money we might get from stimulus checks, whatever grants, whatever we're doing, let's put the money within ourselves so that we can have something to fall back on. It's very important. The flash thing, I understand everybody put it out there right now. It's all product this, product that. But guess what? That product will sit and it won't mean nothing when you're hungry. So what we have to do is understand that right now is a great time for reflection and a great time to start putting in real work.
Man, you spoke a lot of truth right there.
Become your own entity. It's that time. And the thing is, I don't like to be long-winded, but I'm telling the truth right now.
No, speak on it, man. You dropping gems.
The thing is, man, that we got laid off, but we are the people. We are the people of action. We are the people of creation. So the only reason why we haven't been able to create is because in a job they hold you for 8 to sometimes 12 hours.
Yeah.
Then you got to go pick up the kids. Then you have to go do this. So guess what? They're tempering our creations. Now is a perfect time. I mean, I've seen, man, honestly, even online, I've seen so many great creations, bro.
Yeah.
Us.
Yeah. You're right.
But we don't believe in ourselves because that's the nature of being trapped in a situation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start believing in yourself again. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, me myself. Hey, I'm pushing forward for y'all 100%. I believe in you. I believe that you can be your own boss. That's what we have to start fighting for, pushing forward to.
Man, that's powerful right there. You dropped a lot of gems. I hope people were really receiving that, listening. You got to save this live so we can listen to all the knowledge that you dropped. Please save this
I'll definitely
so
do
we
it.
can repurpose this. But listen, I do have a surprise for you. Just give me 1 second. I'm going to go get it. And then, we're going to present this to you real quick.
Oh, wow. A surprise. All my fans out there. Pandora going to give me a surprise, man. Hey. Wow. I'm so thankful, man. I'm humble. What he got? He got a son.
You actually mentioned your stats before I could.
Okay.
You have 1.6 billion streams on Pandora, and you don't, to put that in perspective, one, we're only located in the United States, so we only stream in the United States, and
wow.
there are only maybe 500 or 600 artists across all genres that have over 1 billion streams, and you're one of them. So we can't do this in person because we still trying to quarantine. But like when things open up, man, we're gonna get you one of these. This is a Pandora Billionaires plaque for having over 1 billion streams on Pandora. So congratulations to you. You know what I'm saying? Once things open up, we're gonna do this the right way in front of your fans or some type of event. We're gonna figure it out, but we're gonna give you your roses now.
Wow, man. Thank you so much, man. I'm so humble, bro. Oh, man. That right there, it got me almost choked up a little bit. You did? I appreciate it, though. But it's all about the fans, man. It's all about the music, man, at the end of the day. Once us artists can get away from it being about us, we'll be okay. But until you make it about the music, man, you won't see them billions. You dig what I'm saying? And that's being great. So, big ups. I thank you guys so much, man. You are indebted. I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life, for real.
Man,
thank
you. We appreciate you, man. Keep on creating, keep on inspiring us, and keep on dropping them gems, bro. For real, for real. Like I learned a lot through this conversation, man. And please save this live so we can repurpose it and get it out to the people for those who miss it.
Now. I'm get him to save it right now. I got you, bro.
Yes, man. And once things open up, man, let's make sure we connect so we can do an actual plaque presentation for you.
Not only a plaque presentation, but let's do business.
Yes, absolutely, man.
We just talked about it. Let's do business, baby.
Yeah, let's stay connected, man.
Let's employ our black folks. Let's get them in a better situation so that they're not henpecked by the system, bro.
Man, I'm with you on that. So, let's definitely stay connected, man, and let's empower our people.
Indeed, man. I'm with that.
Yeah, be safe, man. We will talk soon.
Thank you. I'm going to tell you this up, though. I'm going to get my son to do it right now.
Yes. Just make sure you save it.
I got you, bro.
All right.
All right, thanks.